Hi, my Capricorns. I hope you guys are good. Happy birthday. I am still a little bit under the weather, so my voice is a little off. And there were announcements. Oh, I'm like already losing my track of my train of thought. Your birthday special is now available, so check out the description box. You get $50 off of the 1 hour reading. It can be FaceTime, it can be live on FaceTime, Skype, Google Hangouts, or you can have it recorded and I send you the recorded link. That was kind of confusing because some people thought that if we did the live that it's still recorded, and I don't do that. So I just don't have a way of like recording the reading while we're doing it live. So if you want the recorded reading live, you have to do it yourself anyway. Also, 20% off all the other readings. Sorry if I'm a little distracted. I was just, and of course I would do it, like start your reading while I'm distracted, because I had this burst of energy and I'm like, I got to get the Capricorn reading done. I don't want to be late on their reading. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and do the January readings and then backtrack and do the 2019 forecast, start over again. I have a ton of personal readings to do. You know what it feels like to have all of this stuff on your shoulders, right? And to not be able to clear your mind out and to get it done. And that's kind of what January is going to be for you, is the clearing of the slate. And like recognizing who truly you need in your life, and not really need in your life, but it's like all the people that have been messing with you for the last 10 years, even 6, 8, 10 years, they're just going to kind of fall away. And the ones that remain are going to be really, really strong relationships. And you're recognizing that. And you don't even have to try very hard. Like, it's just going to happen. And all of this is very karmic. And it could be jobs. It could be a job that whatever situation that's been going on. So allow yourself to feel like the washing away of everything. Allow yourself to feel that. I have to adjust this really quick. So I'm also using my son's computer, and because obviously I've been sick, I haven't been able to get a new one. That probably won't happen until like in January or something like that. So I'm using his computer. So sometimes the camera gets really weird and it like has its quirky little moment. So I apologize for it, but at least the sound and everything is going to be matching up. And I think I'm going to put this as a premiere. It'll be the first premiere that I've done on my channel. So we'll be able to watch it together. That's a big deal because I don't like watching myself on video. I don't do it. I don't like doing it. Okay. So Capricorn, January, 4 of Wands. The safe, secure, happy home. The support, the stability, the feeling grounded, the celebrations. If you have a fire sign in your life, Knight of Wands, I feel like they're very passionate towards you this month. If it's not a fire sign, then it may be just you and like getting out of Sagittarius season and still kind of feeling that drive of wanting to push forward. I feel like there's so many things that you guys want to get done and you want to do. And with all the retrogrades that we had in 2018, it was rough to do all of it. And now, there's a lot of wands out here on the table. I feel like you guys have this drive. And it's very oriented at home. It's very, and then we have the Ace of Wands. And there we go, Jupiter showing up, which is in your 12th house. So there's also going to be a feeling of looking at your spiritual life in a different way, I feel like, for the next year and a half or until next December. But things are changing and it's happening really, really fast. It's happening very rapidly. So hold on tight. I don't think you guys have a problem with it. I think that you've been waiting for a change. You've been, with Saturn and Pluto being in your sign for, you know, it's going to be there for a little bit longer. It's, all right. It's been kind of rough and interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. And I said that, it's so funny, I said that. And this right here is showing what Pluto and Saturn have done to you. So we have the Knight of Swords. I'll get back down here in a minute, but I want to show you what Pluto and Saturn have done to you. The Knight of Swords and the Devil, there you are. It has shown you and revealed all of the things and all of the areas in your life that you've really needed, you weren't seeing, right? Two of Swords. But it was your destiny. With the Chariot. And there you are. The Knight of Pentacles. And the thing is it's been so slow getting there. And you're just like, you know, Saturn and Pluto rushed in and it showed you all your karma and all the places that you need to work on yourself and all the areas of your life that you weren't being honest with yourself or with other people for that matter. And it was like you couldn't quite see very clearly because there was still so much of a mess that was happening. Your destiny, your soul path, the way that you, oh, wrong one, the way that you were supposed to be going was right there. It was right there in front of you. But you were a little tied up at the time. You were trying to clear out all the old karma before you could see all the new stuff that was going to be in front of you. And so it's been taking a while. And it can do that. Karma can do that. When it's trying to get cleared up, karma can take a while to get there. But you're here now. So then we have, after the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Eight of Cups. I feel like there's either a water sign or somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who cares very deeply about you, that's helping you remove old things from the past. It's helping you, because the Eight of Cups is a journey of self-discovery, right? And you're leaving behind all of the things that you were emotionally invested in, and they're no longer serving you. So you're leaving all of this behind, and you're walking into a new era of your life. You're walking into a new, it's like this fresh, clean air, right, in your life. So, and I feel like there's a Queen of Cups that's kind of helping you probably find your voice. I feel like with the Page of Wands here, there's so much fire energy. And remember that Mars is moving into Aries also in January. So there's so much fire energy that's happening here. I feel like you are ready. You're like, I have cleared out all of the old things in my past. I'm not holding on to anything. And if that's not 100% true and you still have some karma clearing that you have to do, or Saturn and Pluto are still kind of working, because it's, yes, Saturn is Big Daddy, as long as you're like doing what you're supposed to be doing, as long as you're following your soul's purpose. Saturn is like gifts galore. Here, let me give it all to you. Mars is going to be in Aries. Jupiter's in Sagittarius. Neptune is in Pisces. There are so many planets that are at home right now. This is a time of finding your purpose, finding your drive, finding what it is that you're truly on this planet to do. Because we're not just little ants. You know, a lot of people think the universe or God is like this big old meanie with a magnifying glass, just like trying to find us. You know, we're little ants on the ground and we're going to be burned by a magnifying glass. That's not true. Feels like it sometimes, but it's not. And you have felt like the little ant, the little worker bee. Here, let me see if I can build for everybody else, but when is it my turn? It's your turn. And you get to feel that, and you get to see it, and you get to push forward within that this month. And there's a lot of good luck that's just right. See what I mean? 10 of Cups on the 4 of Wands. I mean, it couldn't get any more beautiful than that. Marriage, proposals, celebrations, family, home, the heart, knowing where you stand. And if there are still some people, see, there are glitches that are happening already with it. I don't even know what to do anymore. It's like, oh, I don't even know. If you have a fire sign in your life, that looks really, really good. Or you're just feeling extremely passionate. You want to just like go and get it. Like, let's just go. Go. Let's go. Already. 2 aces already. And the Ace of Wands. I keep on getting distracted by the lighting and stuff. Sorry that it's a little off. I'm a little off. Okay. Here is your opportunity to recognize whatever you've been waiting for that feels like either it's just simply not going to happen, or somebody has been lying to you in some way, or there's an opportunity here that may not, like on the surface, it's going to look really, really shitty. It's going to look like somebody did you wrong. It's going to look like somebody is like holding you back in some way, or like has you like hanging by a string, you know, like stringing you along in some way. And I want to tell you that this is your opportunity to recognize that these are the kind of people that you're removing. And the universe is going to make it very clear to you. Like, this person is not going, they're not going to be able to hide how people cannot hide their true colors right now. They just can't. It's impossible. Their shadow sides are coming out. And when I say their shadow side, it's not like everybody has a shadow side, right? I have a shadow side. If you've been on Instagram, on my Instagram in the last week while I've been sick, you've seen my shadow side. It's like when a Virgo is forced to lay still and not do anything, when a Virgo is sick for as long as I've been sick, the woe is me, the pity party comes out. It's like, because I love being in hermit mode, but I like hermit mode when it's productive, and it has not been productive, let me tell you. So I feel like, and that's kind of like one of the things about Virgos that is their shadow side. Like, they throw pity parties for themselves when they are being forced to do something they don't want to do. They go into woe is me mode, right? And that it just is what it is. And I do feel like there are people that are going to be showing their true colors, their shadow sides to you, whatever it is about them. And this is that Ace of Wands opportunity that you're going to recognize, I don't need that. I don't need that crap in my life anymore. I don't need that BS in my life anymore. And the wheel is now turning in your favor. And yeah, man, you've persevered through it. You deserve to have this Wheel of Fortune. Because that 9 of Wands, I mean, look at all the battle that you've had. Look at the battle that you've persevered through. Like, that's not a small feat at all. And now, lucky, lucky Jupiter in your 12th house, which would be your shadow side. The parts that we don't show people normally. I'm all about showing my shadow side because I want people to recognize that I'm a real person. And I have my downfalls. I have my really, really great moments, and I have my really, really low moments. And I'm not going to hide any of that, right? And I feel like you guys are seeing the things that people have been hiding from you. And now it's your opportunity to recognize, oh, this is what I've been hiding from myself also. And what a lucky break I have now that I can finally like forge forward. Let's see who this Queen of Cups is, because I feel like she's helping you find your purpose. It's almost like a very purposeful month for Capricorns, which I love since it's your birthday. Hold on a second. I mean, you guys lead us through the darkest night of the year. You guys are the light that we need, right? Okay, so could be a Virgo, speaking of Virgos, hi, could be me, that's helping you through this. Or if you're in your feels, if you're the Queen of Cups and you're up in your feels, then you may want to kind of take a step back. And I feel like a lot of times when we go into hermit mode, there's this opportunity for you to see things a little bit more clear than you weren't seeing before, because you can clear your mind. And hermit mode isn't all about binge watching Netflix and eating an entire pie, which I've been known to call hermit mode that before. It's actually going to the top of the mountain, trekking to the top of the mountain, you know, like this guy is doing in the Eight of Cups, going on that journey of self-discovery. It's very similar to what the hermit does. Takes a very small lantern, and we go on that journey to get the information from source. Now, you don't have to climb a mountain. You can do some meditations, get in touch with source, get in touch with your higher self, your inner guide. Really get quiet and really listen to what you want to do, because now is the time to go do what you want to do. 10 of Wands. Go do it, Capricorn. And if you are exhausted after planning this, if you're exhausted after going on your little trek, on your search, if that was exhausting for you, it's okay to rest. Four of Swords, King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Three of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Capricorn, it's okay to rest. I feel like it's going to be it'll be in between you going and doing. Make sure you are taking the time to rest, because you will have the energy to be very, very abundant in January, whatever that means for you. Being abundant for some people is having $10 in their pocket after they've paid all their bills. Being abundant for other people is winning the lottery. I mean, I know everybody wants to win the lottery, but being abundant for other people is having, $2,000 in their bank account after paying all the bills. Whatever it is that is normal for you. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. Like, I know for myself that a very comfortable place for me to be is to know that I have a roof over my head and food in my belly and food in the bellies of my children. Everything else is abundance. But I guess everything else is like getting to more than the night. I know that I am safe and secure within myself when everybody is fed and a roof. You know what I'm saying. I do feel like you just keep wanting to do more and get more. The Page of Cups for me, and this may be that you're seeing all of this stuff that's happening in your life and all of this really good stuff that's happening in your life, but is your soul growing? And I want you to kind of stop and ask yourself that while all of these really good things keep happening in your life. As people fall away and new people come in, and I want you to ask yourself this all the way through 2019, which another thing I wanted to tell everybody, and I'll tell you that at the end, but all the way through 2019, I want you to ask yourself, is it feeding my soul? Is this my soul path? Does this make me feel good? And if it doesn't, I want you to backtrack and find out where you got off track and kind of come back into it. Yeah? Because you don't want to get stuck. Like, as you're just kind of swimming along and you're doing your thing in the Six of Swords, you can find yourself stuck in the Eight of Swords, a self-imposed imprisonment. And there is when you allow yourself, you start to let the outside world or the patriarch or society control your thoughts and your minds. Because then you're like, if that's my soul growth, it doesn't align with what everybody else is doing. But it's not supposed to. Your soul purpose is going to be different. And if you start to find yourself moving away from the status quo, or if you find yourself feeling the Mars and Aries energy and it's driving you crazy because you're like, okay, I can only go so fast. Like, all this cardinal energy, yes, I can deal with it, but I got to stop. It's okay to stop and rest and get back centered again. And I feel like that's going to kind of be that struggle that you have during January, because you want to like hit the ground running. Sagittarius season's over. It's my season. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get everybody in order. It's the new year. I'm ready. And then you kind of hit a wall, and take it from the Virgo who hits a wall. When a Capricorn hits a wall, it can be, oh, see the camera. I'm sorry about that it just did that. Oh, well, let's keep going. When you hit a wall, I think that's when you get scared. When it looks like you're steering away from society and you're going on your soul path and you're getting really, really excited about it, and then you hit a wall and you're forced to kind of rest. I think that even though you still have all these goals and all these things that you want to do in your life, the Three of Wands, you get scared and you start to hold on to things a little too tightly with the Four of Pentacles. So this is that thing where you start to go backwards because you feel like you're coming out of alignment, even though it's just because it's not the status quo. It's not the same thing that everybody else is doing. And image is everything to earth signs. Oh, it did it again. Sorry about that. It did it again. Image is everything to earth signs, right? Okay, I feel like that is like, okay, it's time to wrap it up, Betsy. Stop talking. I feel like that's why the camera is now just starting to do that. So, moral of the story, Capricorn, you have a beautiful month ahead of you. Don't get in your own way. Don't let yourself start going one direction where you're following your soul because you got rid of all your karma and you're really, really headed towards a really good direction, your soul purpose, your life mission, that path that you want to be on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And then you get stuck because you're like, but that's not the way it's supposed to look to everybody else, or everybody else thinks it needs to look, I need to be doing something different. Don't let yourself get stuck because you're going. You are going. I love you guys. All right, so I am going to do January readings. I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning. My brain is such a fog right now. I'm going to do all the January readings, and then I'm going to go back and do the 2019 readings. So thank you for your patience on the 2019 readings, but I do want to get everybody's January readings out. Happy birthday. Take advantage of your birthday special and the 20% off on my website. The 20% off on my website is over on December 31st. Your birthday special goes all the way through January. So, there you go. I love you guys. Bye.